So hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new here, hi, my name is Arif and I'm a second year student enrolled at ESSEC Business School in the Grande Ecole MiM program. And today's video is about the difference between the two most common business management programs at the master's level. The difference between the MiM, the Master in Management program, and the MBA program. So without wasting any further time, let's jump right into the video. So the way I've structured this video is that first we look at the similarities and differences between these two programs, and then we look at some of the potential career plans and aspirations of students and which of the program will suffice your need. Starting with the basics. The MiM program is a postgraduate degree in business and management which was primarily designed for non-business graduates to help them understand the fundamentals of business and management. The course curriculum may vary from school to school, but holistically yes, the MiM is used to teach the business fundamentals. Now when we look at the MBA program, on the other hand, the main focus there is experiential learning through case studies and real projects to expose students to many management aspects, where you're already familiar with a specific domain to help you grow professionally in one specific area. So let's build upon this difference. Since the MiM teaches you the business fundamentals, its target audience is freshers and recent graduates who have little to no work experience. And since the MBA program focuses on strengthening your fundamentals, it focuses on people who already have been exposed to the corporate life or some kind of business experience, therefore having at least 3 years of work experience. And of course, it can be higher, 5, 7 or even more years of work experience, which tells us that typically the MiM cohort will have students around the age of 21 to 24 and the MBA cohort will have people around the age of 25 to up to 30. Now talking about the structure of the program, let's first talk about the MBA. Most of the MBA program teach you a wide range of subjects in your first year. They range from marketing, finance, accounting, strategy and operations and then so on. And in the second year, most of the MBA programs allow you to follow a specialization in one particular domain, which at the end makes the MBA programs all around the world typically a 2-year program, except the UK MBA. The UK MBAs are generally a 1-year program. Now coming back to the MiM, for the program structure, in the first year, it typically follows the same thing as an MBA program. It teaches you those wide range of subjects, accounting, finance, strategy, and so on. But after that, a lot of schools offer what is known as the gap year, where a student is supposed to take up 2 to 3 internships and get some work experience in an area they are interested in, and then come back later to finish your second year of MiM, which in turn becomes the third year of the entire program. But there are always exceptions, and you can definitely find a 2 or even a 1-year MiM program. Now since the MBA program targets people with 3 to 7 years of work experience, after graduating they typically end up taking middle management positions by using the MBA program to help them climb the corporate ladder. Whereas freshers and recent graduates who complete the MiM program, they typically get hired for the starting positions, where they use the MiM program as a springboard to kickstart their career. One significant difference between the two comes down to their tuition fees. The MBA programs all around the world are very expensive, especially in the US, where they typically range from $60,000 to up to $100,000 per year. Whereas the MiM program, on the other hand, only costs half of that, typically ranging from $25,000 to up to $50,000 per year. Now as the MiM program is relatively new, only about 2 decades old, it is more commonly known around its birthplace, which is the Europe, with almost all of the top 10 MiM schools in the world coming from this region itself. Whereas the MBA program, being almost a century old, is known all around the world, with top MBA schools coming from the US, which basically gives us the point that the MBA program has a much bigger alumni network, but the latter is also catching up. Now with the basic differences and similarities out of the way, let's look at the MiM and the MBA program from the standpoint of goals and career aspirations. Now the first point that I have is the industry. If you're looking to change your industry, let's say you have a bachelor's degree in engineering and you want to work in marketing. For this instance right now, I'm keeping the fact aside that you can definitely have a career and pursue marketing without needing to have a degree in it. But let's say for this scenario, you do want to pursue a program and then pursue marketing. You have 2 options in this scenario. Either you can get work experience for up to 2 to 3 years in maybe marketing or any other domain, and then do an MBA program, specialize in marketing, and then finally have a career in marketing. Or you can think about going for an MiM program right after your bachelor's program without needing to wait for 2 to 3 years to get that work experience. Now the second point I have is geography. Let's say you currently are in India but you would like to work in the UK. Obviously you can try to find jobs in the UK and then move there, but a more commonly known path that a lot of students take is that they pursue a degree in the country they would like to eventually work in, and that's what you can do here as well. After completing your bachelor's degree, if you want to move abroad to any other country, let's say France, UK, US or Canada, you can just directly pursue an MIM program from that country and eventually get a job there. Now moving on to the third point, which is you already have some experience, let's say in tech, and you want to move into management. Now for this example, let's assume that you have 3 to 4 years of work experience and you either want to take up a management position or maybe even change your domain. Let's say you want to move from tech consulting to strategy consulting. At this point, obviously, I would recommend you to consider the MBA program and not the MIM program. Firstly, you already have 3 to 4 years of work experience, so you are not the target audience for the MIM program. And secondly, the middle management positions or the change of domain, let's say the strategy consultant positions, are generally taken up by recent MBA graduates. Now moving on to the last part of the video, there are some other factors that you should definitely consider if you're confused between the MIM and the MBA program. Like I mentioned before, some MIM programs take up to 3 years to complete, while some also take up just 1 year. And similarly, some MBA programs are 2-year programs, while some are even a 1-year program. So you should definitely consider time as an important criteria when you're choosing between an MIM or an MBA program. Same goes with the finances. Some MBA programs are very expensive, but they also do give a higher ROI, while some MIM programs provide you with an apprenticeship opportunity which ultimately pays your entire tuition fees. The point I'm trying to make here is that every program at every school can be very different from each other. So while choosing between the MIM or the MBA program, don't just look at the programs from a bird's eye view. At the end of the day, don't compare the MIM program with the MBA program. Look at a specific program from a specific school and then compare it with a specific program from a different school. Compare all the factors: the duration, the fees, the course structure, the ROI, the alumni network, the job market, the landscape, the PR opportunities, and then make a decision. And yeah, that's it for MIM versus MBA. If you enjoyed the video and also got something out of it, do hit the like button and also consider subscribing to the channel. As we are talking about the MIM and the MBA program for this one, the next 2 videos are going to be of the competitive exams, the GMAT and the GRE, so make sure you are subscribed to get the notification when those videos are out. As always, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.